Created in 2011, ImagiNation Africa gives children the tools they need to become changemakers. As a social innovator, ImagiNation Africa stands out by its original approach, which aims to strengthen the ecosystem around children in Senegal. The goal is that children in Senegal grow up in an environment that helps them to develop their creativity, imagination, and critical thinking skills, all essential to becoming a changemaker in the 21st century. 44% of the Senegalese population is between 0 and 14 years old. Ecosystems are poor in learning, which limits the potential of children to truly contribute to the country in a meaningful way. It is clear that Senegal, and Africa in general, needs children who are better supported and are relying on its youth for its economic and social prosperity. According to a study in Jamaica, children who received early stimulation using play were able to earn 25% more than children who did not have this opportunity. During an evaluation in 2015, the program Jengendo printed a picture of the challenges facing young learners. Their most significant finding was a lack of a functional ecosystem around children. This means undertrained teachers, poor and failing physical conditions, and a lack of information and understanding for both teachers, parents, and sometimes the wider community about children's social and emotional development, especially for children with special needs. ImagiNation Africa came to the same conclusion after completing a baseline study in Tambacounda. Tambacounda is a vast region in eastern Senegal. The region has a resident population of 705,397, or 5.1% of the country's population. In the Tambacounda region, there are 86 early childhood care facilities, 13 of which are private. However, many children do not have access to these care facilities because of poverty on the one hand, and on the other hand, a lack of information on the importance of a holistic approach to early child development, one that includes stimulation, health, and a physical environment that helps children to thrive. 90% of a child's brain is developed by age 5. And early brain development has a lasting impact on a child's ability to learn and succeed in school and life. The baseline study was designed to examine the level of knowledge of early childhood actors on issues related to child development. The results showed that there was vast room for improvement with varying levels of knowledge regarding the different ages and stages of early childhood development. For example, amongst the group of education inspectors, 77% responded that children don't start learning until after the first 12 months, while 23% responded that children start learning within the first 3 months. When asked the same question to a group of local authorities, mayors, and development agencies, 94% responded that children first start learning after the first 12 months, while only 6% responded that children start learning within the first. Another key finding of the baseline study conducted in Tamba was a glaring lack of synergy amongst the various groups who are engaging with children. Each stakeholder tended to act solo and focused on their own particular area of expertise. The results of the study highlighted the need to strengthen the capacities of the various groups on the first instance and to create a framework for exchange and sharing among the identified stakeholders in the ecosystem, namely parents, school inspectors, teachers, the media, community health workers, and local governments in order to achieve a solid and unified ecosystem around the child. ImagiNation Africa, through a series of training workshops, was able to strengthen the capacities of the different groups who make up the early childhood ecosystem in Tambacounda. Each group received an overall training on recognizing the different stages of a child's development, as well as the importance of a unified and solid ecosystem around children. Specifically, parents received further training on early learning needs of children. Inspectors, teachers, and school directors were trained on the importance of early stimulation, creating play-based learning environments, and neuroscience related to young children. Health sector workers were trained on the importance of including stimulation in health programs, and health, nutrition, and children's brain development. Additionally, ImagiNation Africa trained local municipalities, mayors, and local authorities on the importance and urgency of investing in early childhood outcomes from investment, and finally, local media on communicating on issues impacting children, access to information and news gathering on early childhood development. ImagiNation Africa has seen an impact from these interventions in the following areas. Impact 1. After 2 years of training, thinking about how to help young children thrive has expanded. The actors understand what an ecosystem is, talk about it, and have integrated just how important it is that all stakeholders participate in a more coordinated approach to early childhood development.
Ne serait-ce que l'environnement des apprentissages a changé. De plus en plus, les acteurs se sont rappelés à leur souvenir l'importance d'un développement intégré de la petite enfance. Les gens ont compris qu'on ne peut pas seulement se limiter à transmettre le savoir à l'enfant ou à l'aider à aller vers l'acquisition du savoir, mais qu'on doit aussi penser à sa santé, qu'on doit aussi penser à sa situation sociale. Et cela, nous le devons aussi à ImagiNation Africa, ne serait-ce que du point de vue de rappel. Parce qu'avant, peut-être que les gens étaient en train de se limiter juste à faire des fiches pédagogiques, à venir faire des enseignements apprentissages. Donc les interventions d'ImagiNation Africa montrent à suffisance quand même qu'il y a un changement dans la démarche.
Depuis qu'ImagiNation est là, les gens se connaissent, c'est-à-dire qu'ils se fréquentent. Les séminaires organisés par ImagiNation font que les gens se croisent, partagent et puis se connaissent aussi. Ce qui fait que dès que vous partez, nous pouvons appeler tel ou tel médecin parce que nous avons eu la chance de le rencontrer, tel ou tel membre du tribunal parce que nous avons eu la chance de partager pour poser tel et tel problème parce que nous savons qu'il est conscient de ce qu'on attend de lui autour de l'intérêt de l'enfant.
Impact 2. Local leaders have developed key skills from the workshop and intend to set up a network that they will lead and maintain for the benefit of young children in Tambacounda. This is the outcome of 2 days of reflection held recently in Tambacounda, where over 60 participants, among them health workers, journalists, local government officials, and education actors, could reflect on potential partnerships, strategize, and develop a roadmap to strengthen the ecosystem around children and make it more effective.
Assez bien appris. Des choses qu'on ne maîtrisait pas et qu'on ne savait pas, on vient de les comprendre et on veut les avoir en tête. Donc, et nous sommes actuellement outillés franchement pour justement servir la petite enfance. Et d'ailleurs, nous sommes prêts pour ça. Ce qui est certain, c'est qu'il y aura peut-être une organisation au niveau communal qui pourra vraiment s'occuper de ça sur une sorte de plateforme, essayer de vraiment vulgariser tout ce que nous avons appris, c'est de sensibiliser les parents par rapport à ce que nous avons appris ici concernant la petite enfance.
In particular, local authorities intend to use the reflections from this meeting to put in place more coordinated action for the city.
Nous comptons en tout cas au niveau de la collectivité territoriale mettre à profit toutes les informations et c'est la raison pour laquelle nous nous félicitons de la tenue de cet atelier parce qu'il permettra à terme d'identifier les véritables problèmes auxquels sont confrontés le sous-secteur de la petite enfance. Et avec ce document de référence, nous allons effectivement nous baser sur nos propres moyens, mais aller vers nos partenaires pour essayer d'apporter des solutions aux différentes questions qui seront soulevées.
In the medium and long term, ImagiNation Africa will continue to support this growing ecosystem to implement the roadmap and truly respond to the needs of thousands of children in Tambacounda.